It's time to find out how well our first line did and work out what our next steps are going to be. Let's do some trains. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back. We are steaming, I would say steaming along, but we've got what appears to be diesel and electric trains. So we're dieseling along. Is it a diesel train? Let's have a look at our trains. Let's see what it says. Does it tell us what sort of thing it is? It tells us the dimension, the traction effort, the maintenance costs, and the running costs, and so forth. But no. It doesn't look like it does. But that's okay. It's not important. What might be important right now is how much money we're making. Now, as this train pulls into Nottingham Station, you may notice the time. It's now the end of Wednesday. So when we started this game, we were kind of midday Wednesday. That's when we started this game. So we've actually... Oh, look, the train just turns around the spot. It'd be nice to see it doing some shunting inside and stuff, but it's a simulation, so I'm not that bothered. So, the train has just got to Nottingham, it's come back from Lincoln, it's been going backwards and forwards quite a few times throughout the day. It's late at night, so you can see there's nobody getting on this train right now. It's just sat there waiting to leave. I think there's a minimum number of seconds it waits at a platform before going somewhere else, but yeah. So let's have a look at the financials. For the, well, overall we've only got one line, so under the money tab we've got info, mods and so forth, but accounting for today. So this is why I've started this episode at the end of Wednesday. So far we have spent 95 million on tracks, 30 million on stations, 102 million on trains, and a small amount on running costs and maintenance. What have we made in money from midday on just 3 trains? Well, nearly $800,000. That's not too bad. That's not a bad start, in my opinion. I haven't really seen how well other people are doing as much on this game, and I think the more, as we go forward with this game and the more people play this game, the more we'll have to compare to other people. But for a first line on a first attempt, I think we're okay there. Now, again, it's the middle of the night, so we've not got many passengers on our trains. In fact, this train's empty. You can see its speed is slowly increasing. We're in real time at the moment, so this train is moving through the landscape in real time. So what we're going to do today, well, we've still got a lot of million in the bank, and we've got various trains moving up and down. I think it'd be really good to have more trains. Now, I did reduce the time, the minimum interval between trains. So the minimum wait at the moment is 30 seconds. Kind of feel like that might be a little bit too short. So the minimum interval is now 20 minutes rather than 30 that we set at the end of the last episode. But I'm thinking if we increase the number of trains on here, get the frequency up, then we'll probably do a little bit better. So let's add 2 more trains. Now, instead of just adding a train, we're going to go to an existing train and clone it. And we can choose how many units we clone, and we can purchase. Now, I think if we clone, it ignores this colour stuff, so let's have a look. Yep, it's ignored the colour. It's put them all on the same line by the looks of it. So we've got, let's have a look. So the number at the top is the line, and then we've got a train number. So we've got KV467, KV3515, and K3467, 2 467s, 2 315s. Is that the section of track they're on or something? I need to look into that. Anyway, so that means now we've got 6 trains on this line, and if they're all waiting 20 minutes before setting off, I think we're going to have a problem. So let's just change that to a minimum of 10 minutes waiting at the station, and this is going to be the same for all the stations on this line after the last train had left, just to give a bit of space in between them. That's going to hopefully work quite nicely. So we're going to speed the game up again. I say again, I don't think we've actually run the train fast. So you can see that this train is waiting 8 minutes, 7, 6, 5, 4, and it looks like we've actually got two pretty much on the same timer there, but hopefully they'll spread themselves out properly when they get to Newark. So let's see them come into Newark. They'll get here quite quickly because we're high speed. There's the first one. That one's now waiting 10 minutes before it goes on. And then the next one will wait 10 minutes. And the next one will wait 10 minutes. And we're still in the middle of the night. So hopefully these now are going to spread themselves out quite nicely. We've got the back end of the tail here, but I think this is about it now. Yes, look. So we've got the first train about to come to Newark and the last train from the pack just left. And it only had 3 minutes to wait before the next train went. So I think we've got our spacing about right. Again, only about 3 minutes to wait. Good. Spacing is looking very good. And to have a railway line where you've got a train every 10 minutes, I think is really good. Very good there. So that's a good start. Now what we're going to do? Well, I think extending this line is a good idea. Let's use the existing infrastructure and trains that we have to try and get more people and more money. Now I'm going to slow the game back down to real time. Not going to pause the game whilst building, just real time. So look, you can see here how fast these trains are actually travelling down the tracks. Somebody pointed out that the trains actually go down the wrong side of the track for the UK. This I had not noticed, nor did it bother me until it was pointed out. It now bothers me. A little bit. Not enough to put me off or anything like that in the game, but just a little bit. Okay, so they're all doing brilliantly. What if we come out the other side of Nottingham, build a line and take it somewhere awesome? So let's have a look. Population. So we've got the centre of Nottingham. We could go down to one of these boroughs. There looks like there could be like a lot of population down here. And the railway line doesn't go very close there. But ideally we want to go kind of like the next big place over. And I think the next big place over is Derby. It's Derby, isn't it? Not Derby. Well, I think it depends how you talk. Anyway, this place. So we're going to get tracks and a station. Let's see how much of a fantastic station we can make. I'm going to mark the track that I think we're going to use to come into the city first. So let's have a look. So it looks like there's something here. Okay, and it comes down there. Yep, look, it comes along. I think this is the line. If you follow that line, it comes round, is there, and it looks like it doesn't connect up to this bit properly, because I think our main Nottingham line comes like kind of here. And there's no way for it to cross here. So I think this is where we're going to start working out a way for it to go all by ourselves at some point. Unless it crosses the river? No. Maybe we could put a tunnel in. But by the looks of it, I think that's our route. So I'm just going to... Can I undo them while we're in this view? No, let's try zooming in a little. Undo, undo. Because as long as we know we're heading in the right direction. So it's this bit of free space here. That bit of free space. And it comes in to about there. Right, how close are we to the centre? Oh, we're a little way off. Then it curves up. So we're going to have to make sure that we take this exit out of town. So I'm going to leave that there for now. And then it does come up here and crosses some there. So... that is the very centre. I think instead of curving up here, and this looks like a railway station, let's pop one in there. So that's 3,000. That's quite good. What if we were able to get the railway line in closer, like sort of here? That's 4,000. What about this? 5,000. 5,200. 5,300. 5,600 if we get it right at the back there. Yeah, I think if we get it right back here, we could get close to 5,006, but then it's going to be near impossible to get the railway line in. So, if we can come and bring the railway line in here, and instead of having the station where it's supposed to be, or where it looks like it's supposed to be there, what if we can somehow maybe tunnel under this bit and get a station in here? That could potentially be a long and expensive tunnel out of there, but for 5,000 people, I think that's worth it. I think that's worth it. So let's put that station right up against the back part of that road. We'll leave a tiny gap there, and let's see how much a tunnel is going to cost. So we go, oh, hang on, that's the move tool. So from here, we're going to have a tiny bit of normal track, as straight as possible. Then we're going to go into a tunnel. And that tunnel, we're going to have to connect up to something coming in down here. So let's get some normal track and see if we can just kind of... Oh! It looks like it's figured out the tunnel for us. Look, it's going, oh yeah, you're going to have to go across all the... Oh, look, we've got a tunnel. Wow, how much is that tunnel? 21 million. That's quite a bit. But I think it's worth it. Is that a tunnel station? Oh no, I did the wrong sort of station. Can I adjust the type of station? Yes, I can. Fantastic. So if you're in blueprint mode and you select the node, you can change the sort of node that it is. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got an overground station now, a tunnel under all the cathedral school and all that sort of thing, and then out into this area here. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but let's have a look at that. So yep, we can head out that way now. Let's build some standard railway. So again, we're roughly following the existing, or what? See, that's another thing as well. Some of these railway lines might not be here anymore because in the UK, a lot of railway lines were decommissioned and taken out of service many, many years ago. There we go. And you can find towns and cities that have big lanes and pathways and so forth where there used to be railway lines. So this is actually relatively representative of what some of those places could look like. And what I'm getting round to saying, if I can, is that you don't know whether a railway line used to be there a long time ago, or whether there is one there now and it's not there in the game, which is a little bit interesting in my opinion. But I suppose that is... it depends what you're interested in. I mean, if you look, I'll give you a quick example. Skellingthorpe. See this here? This is almost certainly a railway line, right? You can see it comes from the lines near Lincoln, it bends round, comes through, goes along here, and heads out towards Mansfield or something, right? There's definitely not a railway line there. There used to be a railway line, I think, but there's not one there anymore. In fact, if I remember correctly, this bit here, that's where the chip van is currently, or used to be for a while. I used to drive past there on occasion. Anyway, enough ramblings. We're building track. Let's extend this one out. We're going to try and do this in as many large segments as possible without causing any issues. We've got a problem here. it's a bit of a balance between having it nicely zoomed in and zoomed out. So if you zoom in too much, if you zoom in too much, you can't build big sections of track. But if you zoom out too much, you can't see the detail that you need. Now, I have got my interface on a lot bigger, but that's so people can clearly see what I'm doing in this YouTube video. If I was playing this game, I would likely have my interface not set to ×3. I'd probably have it on 1.5. I'd have it like this. This is how I would play the game. But I'm doing it like this. Let's put it on 2.5. I'm doing it like this so you guys can see. Right, let's continue building this line. I don't think it's going to take that long to get to Nottingham. What's this one complaining about? It hit a pond. It hit a pond. Alright, there we go. And then we've got to cross these two roads. I think we're going to have a problem. So let's bring that one out. We'll take a bit of farmland with us. Right, where are we supposed to be going? Oh, are we supposed to be following this path or that one? Oh my goodness. So there's one that comes down there. Oh, there's two different railway lines here. Is that an old track? That's a wiggly line. That must have been like some sort of branch line or something. Oh, we don't want to go that way. We want to go straight. Oh dear. Right, okay. So I want to go as straight as possible here, but it's going to be difficult to cross that road. Do I do a tunnel or a bridge? I think I'm going to need to do a little bridge. Alright, little bridge coming up. So, little bridge. And back down again. There we go. Well, I say little bridge. It's a viaduct. Okay. There we go. I think we're going to get into Nottingham quite quickly here, and then we'll be able to adapt our line, maybe spend some more money on trains. At the moment, I've kind of got it in my head for this episode, I don't want to go beneath 500 million in the bank. But we might need to. Okay, let's have a look. We're going to come a little bit out of the normal route for this part. And then, because we've got plenty of room to do that. And then we're going to come back on route. So yeah, this is bringing us into the side of Nottingham, just how we wanted to. There is a road here that we're having a little bit of problem with, but I'm sure we'll be okay. Oh, no. That's not okay. There we go. Now, this is where following the path is more important, because there are so many roads and things that can get in the way. Ooh. There we go. Now, this is where we've got the problem about where to connect up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop coming from this way. We're going to go from the Nottingham end and see how we can get it to go. So, let's do a track like... Ooh, that doesn't like that. Can I do that? Yep, okay. It's a bit slow near the station, but the trains have got to speed up and slow down as they come in and out the station anyway. So that's fine. We've got a bit here to go. How many overpasses have we got so far? 24 million. We're running out of money. Well, not running out of money, but I think we're going to go over budget. Why is it these projects always go over budget? Nothing can be delivered on time. Right. Straight down here now. This is a good section of track, and if I remember correctly, we are still heading in the right direction. Okay. I suppose one thing we could look at is increasing the ticket price to make some more money. I can't remember what I set it to now. There we go. Now, how close are we? Oh, we're getting really close now. We're getting really close. We can do a bridge across there and a bridge across there. And... Ooh. Oh, wait. Ooh. Now this is where I think we've got to be careful. Right, how are we going to connect this up? So obviously, I don't think... I think there's supposed to be a railway line like across here, down the back of there. But then what happens here? It just doesn't make sense. I think that's what we'll do though. We'll go across the back there, and when we get to here, we'll tunnel. We'll do another tunnel. That's going to cost us a lot of money as well, isn't it? Right, let's undo those last little bits, and also that last little bit there and there. At least I know what I'm doing. I say I know what I'm doing, and then I realise that I can't get across where I want to. Because that means I would cut across here. Can I go down this side? Is it going to have to be one massive tunnel? Or a couple of tunnels? Okay, we might have to go with a few tunnels. So I'm going to do a little tunnel. Hang on, this bit doesn't need to be a tunnel. This bit can be the viaduct. We can come down to normal track and use normal track along the back here. Standard bridge. Straight across these small paths. And then, when we get to this complicated little bit, you know what? We might not need a tunnel. Well, the only thing is we've got to get across this road. So if we do that with a little viaduct, like this. Oh, okay, so we did it with 1, 2, 3 three overpasses and 2 little viaducts, rather than a massive tunnel. Oh yeah, viaducts are so much cheaper. Okay, the only thing is that this is quite wonky and quite slow. So I'm hoping that I can straighten this up a little bit. And we can make this bit much better. And make that flow better too. That is better. That's quite good. That's acceptable. I don't think there's much that we can do about that. Bring that in a little bit. That's made that speedier. See if we can get a bit of a gentle curve out of that. Okay, the blueprint is in. And it's costing us 100 million. That's not too bad. I think that's okay. Let's build it. Build. Oh yeah. Brilliant. So now we don't have to spend loads of money on lots of new trains for a completely different line. We can expand the line we have. What we'll do is now let's rename some of these stations because I'm getting them a little bit confused. So Nottingham line of light. Okay, let's have a look at the station info. We're not going to use the automatic name. We're just going to call it Nottingham. Oh, where's it gone? Let's try again. Where's it gone? No, info. There we go. Info. Let's turn that off. Brilliant. Right. Oh, hang on a minute. I've just noticed. That is our now blank. I'm having problems clicking on it. Lines. Oh, there we go. I've got it. Okay, I've got a problem that because it's got a blank name, it's not letting me do anything with it. Ooh, undo. Undo. Escape. Ooh. Okay, let's try now. Yay! Okay, Nottingham, Nottingham. And we're going to do the same down here. Newark, Newark. Is that right? New ARK. New. It's a new arc. It's not an old arc. It's a new arc. And then Lincoln is County Court. It's not the County Court. It's near the County Court. Lincoln. Fantastic. Is that all of them, or do I have to do the other one as well? Let's have a look. Yeah, let's change that one too. Maybe we can give these more creative names in the future, or maybe I can tweak them between episodes. But now at least it makes it quick and easy for me to see. So after we've gone from Newark on the way back, we then want to go through Nottingham. So add station, out on the A, down to here and return on B. And then that will come back to Nottingham again. Fantastic. Brilliant. Now, we haven't got any time separations here, so we're going to say at least 10 minutes again. There we go. And let's start increasing the speed of the game. So now we should see our trains go from straight through Nottingham and all the way down the rest of the new line, which they seem to be doing very well. There's a couple of little slow bits there, but it's not too bad. And they're on the way back. Right, let's have a look at the money. And money today is going to be a bit strange. Wednesday. So we can look at Thursday. Here we go. On Thursday, we can, if we ignore all the construction costs, maintenance has cost us money. And we haven't made any fares yet because it's just gone 3 o'clock in the morning and nobody's travelling on the trains. Okay, but I still think we need more trains. So what we'll do is we will go you there, hello train. Yes, I want to look at your train details, and then we want to clone you, and let's get another 3. It's going to cost us another 100 million. So if I purchase that now, and it looks like they don't have a line, so let me try that. It's just because the game's paused. Okay, so if the game's paused, certain things don't seem to get calculated according to like the lines of the trains and so forth. So now you can see we've got loads of trains at Nottingham waiting to go out, and because we've got a gap of 10 minutes between each one, we should be okay. Those two are going to set off together, but these should now space themselves out quite nicely. We've now got a Lincoln line, which is actually quite long. By the way, thank you very much for your comments on the last episode. I have already started reading through them and taking them on board. Some nice ideas for things like the name of the train and parts of the country that you'd like to see me expand into. So based on the target that I had, we have gone about 62 million over budget on today's episode. That's a lot of money to go over budget on something on. But I think we're just about to start seeing the benefits. Now, if I remember correctly, this video, I don't know whether this video will go out on Thursday or not. So we might actually be able to keep the in-game date and time up to date with our actual date and time. Now, let's have a look at the speeds for these tracks. So I've just changed to speed mode. This kind of aqua colour is obviously the best. There's a big yellow bit there, but that's right outside the train station. Here, that's not good. We probably should have done better here. We'll have to remember to either correct that or make it better in future. Big wiggles coming out of Nottingham, but it can't really be helped unless we're going to go across lots of roads. Maybe this bit could have been better. We could have gone through these trees and stuff. But overall, I think we're okay. Yeah, going round this section here to get round Collingham, not so good. And obviously the big turn in Lincoln, the Lincoln corner, whatever we want to call that. But I'm really quite happy with this line. It seems to be running quite well. The spacing of these trains, I think, are okay. Have we got enough trains? Is it correct? I think it is. I think maybe our spacing is a little bit too much. Let's just check the spacing here. So we're still running at 10-minute intervals, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Now, it's coming up to 8 o'clock in the morning. So I would expect these trains to actually start having people on them. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. Look at this. Okay, let's go back down to normal speed. This train here apparently it's got 48 people on it so far. Where is it? There it is. So it's got 48 people on it. They're all going to Lincoln. Their fare is $95 for a Nottingham to Lincoln charge. And overall, it's not good. Apparently, they don't like... They're sad. People are sad. That's not good. Apparently, it's going to take them 26 minutes to get to Lincoln. That's good. That's good. Now, I'm not sure why they're sad, and maybe that might change over time. But it's costing... Oh, wow. Wow, look at the money situation here. So, it's costing us around $3,000 to run this train so far. But we got $70,000 in ticketing. We're $67,000 in the plus there. So we started running this full new line service towards the beginning of the day. So by the time next episode comes around, hopefully it will be the end of the day, and I'll be able to... Oh, wrong button. And I'll be able to tell you how much money we made on January the 28th, which in my real life is tomorrow. But for you, I think it's yesterday. Well, look at that. We made 2,000 something there. So, yeah, we made $500,000. We've made $500,000 in fares by 8 o'clock in the morning? Oh, this looks good. This looks like we're doing good. What's the maximum number of people we can have on these trains? Where's my mouse cursor gone? What time of day is it? What did I have for breakfast? Here we go. Wow, look at that. Okay, so this train is going to take 19 minutes to get to Lincoln, apparently. And in there charging $107 for that journey. That's extortionate. That is absolutely extortionate money. Let's have a look at the info screen. These are loans. Well, we don't want to look at the loans. What do we want to look at? Let's look at line information. State. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is some nice information. Let's work out what all this state means. So, it shows you the trains that are travelling. It shows you their speed. It shows you how many people are on board. So, you can see here that the trains that we've got are way higher capacity than what we need. Really, really much higher capacity. The train with the most people on it is this train here that's travelling from Nottingham to Newark now. It's belting down the track at 270 kilometres an hour, and it's got 153 people on board. There's good spacing along everything. I don't know what... I think this here shows that we've got people at Newark waiting. So... yeah, it looks like there's people getting on and off at Newark, or just getting off at Newark. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy. Look, there's another $5,000. A train pulled into a station and we got $5,000. Well, I suppose when you spend 500 million, well, actually we spent more than that, 562-ish million in the first 2 episodes of a series. Well, then that's a situation, isn't it? But initial indications are looking very good. Join me next time where we find out exactly how much money we're making with this line through an entire day. And I think it's about time that we started to look at some tram services. See if we can further bring more passengers onto this existing line. That's going to be all from me for now. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, thoughts, ideas and questions all down in the comments section. And the game giveaway for this is still in effect. You can still enter the game giveaway. So the details for that are on last episode, and you can find last episode with there's a link to the playlist. There's now a playlist for this series in the description of this video. So go to the description, click on the playlist link, go to episode 1, follow the instructions, enter the giveaway, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care, and for now, goodbye.